Okay, so another day and another silly video that might just help somebody. So, today I wanted to quickly cover how most people, the population, do not know how real estate agents get paid. So we basically kind of work for free until closing, which is could be 14 days, could be 30 days, could be 90 days. Just kind of depends, but everything that kind of goes through those days require us to work. But we only get paid once it closes. So, as a buyer's agent, for instance, I could take you to see, I don't know, 30 to 50 homes or more or less. And as a buyer, you can, pick whatever. I don't ask you to pay me money throughout that. I don't ask for gas money, whatever. And in those buyer's transactions, the seller will usually pay the buyer's agent. But I still represent you as the buyer for pretty much the seller's behalf to sell their home to you as the buyer. So, with that kind of being said, on the seller's side, the seller will traditionally pay about 6% to each side of the party, so cut in half, so 3 and 3. Sometimes you don't get that lucky and you don't get a full 6. Both ways, you could get one side could get 3, one side could get 2. But as a listing agent, like, you're still representing your seller, right? But the thing is too is to put out a listing. It could be anywhere from $200 to $1,000, and depending how long it's on the market for, you're gonna pay for advertising, professional photos, really staging. It could be anything, right? But of course, you kind of get paid. You get supplemented when you close. And so there's a little bit of information about just kind of how we get paid. And so, yeah, I feel like it's a bit needed to be debunked just a bit, but that's kind of the majority overall of it. And it gets a bit sticky whenever, you could help somebody, because all we want to do is help, right? That's all I want to do is guide you legally, transactionally, mentally, during a 30-day plus period. That sometimes, like, you have no idea what's going on in the back end. And most of the time, you don't need to know everything. You need to know everything that you should know. But that's why we kind of take that place and we put it on ourselves, because we've got like 30 plus people behind us that we're working with, trying to make sense of things. So many things come into play, a lot of moving parts. But it can be sticky too whenever, not many people take into consideration of what you do. Probably most people think on an average that agents get paid when they show a home. Like, it could be as simple as that. No, that's not true. Unless we sell something, close on something, we don't get paid on anything. So the next time you meet an agent out to a property to look at a home, just know that they are also trying to provide food for their family, their animals, their kids, whatever it is, and they are in hopes that maybe you might buy that home or another one if you decide to work with them. I see a lot of people that might, find a home on Zillow or Facebook Marketplace or whatever it is, and they might have several appointments set up with these agents in communication that are over here representing the home, or at least even just advertising it. And some people will just set up appointments with each person to kind of go look at that specific home. Okay? And that's not how it should work. And especially if you are an agent and you're doing your career correctly, you will be having you will be getting a buyer broker agreement signed in full explanation before going to sign it, because that's a whole other story too. I can do another video on that, but it just just comes to show that, you can have all these appointments set up. Do you know what you're signing? Are you even signing anything? So it just depends. But for the most part, um, if you go and set up 12 appointments with 12 different agents, that's not cool. That's not cool for anybody. And it's realistically, people need to be educated more on being not only loyal to their agents, but finding the right agent for them that they can be loyal to, and that will educate them to kind of showcase all these things, because we do get paid. We work very hard to get paid. And sometimes it takes a while, and you don't know what people are dealing with in their everyday life, especially like agents and stuff, always putting out fires, saving transactions so that we can just put back money into whatever we spent, guiding you within those 30 plus, sometimes 60 or 90-day transactions. So yeah, have some grace and pick an agent that's going to be there for you, work with you, answer questions, educate you, because it's very important. So, bye.